Hi everyone, my name is Jameson Sales, and this is my presentation for CHEM 105. Today I'll be walking you through my investigation of a fictional burglary that occurred at 142 Hemlock Drive. This crime scene was created by a classmate, and my task was to independently analyze the evidence, assess what was useful or not, and apply the forensic science concepts we've learned in class to solve the case. I'll walk through the scene, review key evidence, discuss suspects, and share my final conclusions. Let's get started. This case involves a residential burglary at 142 Hemlock Drive in suburban Chicago. It happened on a rainy day Thursday night and was discovered around 10:15 p.m. by the homeowners, Jamie and Chris Reynolds. Both had been out with their kids at practices. When they got home, they found the basement window was shattered and several items missing: a TV, laptop, iPad, and heirloom jewelry. The rainy weather helped track muddy footprints through the house. Tools found at the scene included a knife on the coffee table, a hammer near the garage, and a screwdriver by the basement window. Officer Meyer's initial walkthrough noted tool marks on the window frame, muddy footprints, muddy prints in the basement, and pried bedroom drawers. Since no one was injured or killed, there was no coroner's report needed. Everything pointed to a break-in rather than a staged crime. Both homeowners had verifiable alibis, and there were no signs of forced entry faked from the inside. The rough sketch mapped out the entry point, locations of missing items, and where tools were found. The layout was clear and consistent with examples from the class. It helped track the intruder's path through the home: entry through the basement, upstairs to the bathroom, and likely exit through the garage. The knife on the coffee table was rusty and dull, but still had partial fingerprints. Ninhydrin revealed prints matching two suspects. While the rust didn't offer a timeline, the fingerprints were a key lead. Shards under the window and in one suspect's clothing matched in fracture pattern and composition. This physical trace was critical. It placed the suspect at the entry point and helped confirm the break-in route. Found by the garage, the hammer matched the pry marks on the basement window. This shows it was likely used during entry and helps confirm the tool's involvement in the burglary. The screwdriver was found in glass near the entry window. No fingerprints, but it matched pry marks on the bedroom drawers. It supports the idea that the intruder used it after entering the house. Not useful. Knife rust. While the knife was helpful for prints, the rust wasn't useful. It didn't help determine how long the knife had been there, or whether it was relevant to the crime timeline. Not useful. Witness statement. A neighbor heard a noise at 9:45 p.m. and saw a shadowy figure, but no real description was provided. This helped narrow down a timeline, but wasn't useful in identifying a suspect. Jamie and Chris Reynolds were confirmed to be out with their kids and had solid alibis. They had no involvement. However, a recent social media post about a new TV might have made them targets. Alex Murphy had no alibi and prior breaking and entering charges. His fingerprints were on the knife, and glass was found in his clothing. Tommy Banks knew the layout, but also lacked forensic evidence tying him to the crime. Here's the key timeline. At 8:03, Jamie leaves, and at 8:25, Chris leaves. At 9:45, a neighbor hears a noise. At 10:15, a crime is discovered, and from 10:42 to 11:03, evidence was collected. This supports a narrow window of time and aligns with the lack of an alibi for Alex. All evidence points to Alex Murphy. He had no alibi, his prints were found, and he had glass fragments on him matching the broken entry window. The other suspects lacked any forensic evidence. Unless new details surface, Alex is the most likely suspect.